On the issue of the Bills, we're now under 48 hours away from kickoff at Highmark Stadium. The Bills hosting the Dolphins to open the playoffs in the wild card round. The Bills are heavy favorites, thanks in no small part to Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa being ruled out. He remains in concussion protocol. But we know head coach Sean McDermott and his staff will not be taking this one lightly as they get the team prepared for Sunday. Let's talk it over now with our Bills insider Vic Carucci, who joins us live. You can also catch him on Sirius XM Radio. All right, Vic, all year there have been big games that sort of felt like must-wins or importance, but this is a different level, right? The playoffs are actually here. And when we look at the Bills and the Dolphins, obviously they're in the division, played twice this year. We lost by 2 early in the season, beat them by 3 in December. Close games, but when you look at the spread right now, it's a 13-point spread right now. The Bills a 13-point favorite, an obvious reason why.
Yeah, well, it's astonishing, first of all, to have that much of a spread or be that much of a favorite in the postseason. But we do know why. A rookie quarterback by the name of Skylar Thompson, not exactly a household name, and I'm sure the Bills want to make sure that doesn't change after Sunday's game. But he's going to be starting for the Dolphins. He's a rookie starting his first playoff game. That alone puts him and that team in a position where the odds makers look at it and say, yeah, you don't have much of a chance. But the Bills can't take that for granted. I don't think they will. I think the leadership of Sean McDermott will counter that in a big way. And it's important for them to remember the fact that the 2 times they've played this team, not only did they lose the first one, but it was a close win the second time around. And divisional opponents have a great familiarity, which also tends to kind of squeeze that margin a little tighter.
So, Vic, the expectation's obviously very small in terms of the Dolphins' offense. The defense is a different story. I mean, how do you see Josh Allen and the rest of the Bills' offense kind of approaching that this week?
You know, and that's the part of this where it does get interesting, Michael. Again, we can go along and assume this is a win for the Bills and perhaps a big win. But the part that stops me, and I think would stop others, is that Dolphin defense played very well when these teams last met, exceptionally well, and even better than when the Dolphins won the game down in Miami early in the season. It's an aggressive defense. The coverages, they do a nice job of frustrating quarterbacks, and they frustrated Josh Allen. Took away some things deep that he was looking for in his first and maybe second reads, and then either bailed out and ran or tried to throw the football short or intermediate. This is important for the Bills' running game, I think, to get going, to help temper some of that aggressiveness of the Dolphins, take them out of some of the things they do well, and particularly important, be patient. For Josh Allen, for Ken Dorsey, the play caller, be patient. Don't force things that end up being mistakes.
So, Vic, early in the season when we lost Micah Hyde, obviously that was a big blow to the Bills' defense. Then you lose Damar Hamlin to IR, of course, that scary situation from a few weeks ago, although great to see, the improvement that he's made. Then we get the news, I don't know, it surprised me, maybe it didn't surprise you, that Hyde returned to practice this week. He's not going to play against the Dolphins, but how big of a boost does that bring for the Bills' defense if he's able to join them come the postseason a little deeper into it?
Yeah, and I know with this story, we're looking ahead by a few games, but it's worth noting that, number one, I think this defense does need that kind of help. That if you had to look for some vulnerability, it is on the back end. It is in the secondary, which can give up some of those plays. I still think Tre'Davious White finding his way physically. He got that interception, his first of the season against the Patriots. Good confidence booster, but still needs to get there. And the rest of the secondary, I think, has been okay. Jordan Poyer playing hurt and doing the best he can. But Micah Hyde, a huge missing piece. And then, of course, after Damar Hamlin's injury, the need there for safety help is great. And hearing that he might play if the Bills reach the conference championship game is definitely encouraging.
Well, Vic, hopefully we're talking at this time next week as we prepare for the second round of the playoffs. That's the expectation, at least. Vic Carucci is our Bills insider. We'll be following it on Sunday, Vic. Thanks for your time.
All right, Michael.